folks, welcome to tonight's game between the George Washington Colonials and the Xavier Musketeers. And of course, we look here at our Star Watch. There's a look, Dick, at the starting lineups.
We have a great matchup at the power forward position. Either of these kids could be the difference maker for their team in this game. Wow, these two rivals have been waiting a long time to get ready for this one. We got a chance to truly see who's the better team. Yes, who is really the team in the nation. Forget about rankings, forget about history, forget about every game played before tonight, because this is the one that counts.
You said it, Dick. It's going to be wild in here tonight. With the J. Missed it. Number 12 receives the pass. The Musketeers going to their zone motion now. Isolated on the outside. They work it around the arc, looking for the open jumper. And the ball out of bounds, but we'll be staying right here. So now let's see what they do with the inbounds play on the baseline. Dick, not a bad drop step, but it doesn't work for him.
I tell you, just doesn't beat him to the basket, not quick enough. And a great reaction by the defensive post player.
Both teams are looking to get something going here. On the dribble, gives it up. Puts it on the floor and up and under. Off the mark. Our three-prong attack tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Brad Nessler with Dick Vitale and our friend EA Aaron Andrews checking in from the sideline. Top of the circle. Missed the jumper. Way out on top, controlling the ball, trying to pack it inside, and has it rejected.
Defense did a great job with that block shot.
Inside. He shoots from the corner.
Jumper didn't look pretty, I can tell you that. That baby was ugly.
Working it around the perimeter. And we're at the 8-minute mark. He hammers it home.
You can almost see that coming. They were a little bit lazy on the defensive end. Mr. Excitement with that jam.
Looking for a good shot. Puts it on the floor and up and under.
I did a great job of the ball fake that created the up and under move. And good footwork. It's essential with an up and under move to utilize good footwork.
Gave it up. For two. Too strong. About 7 minutes remaining on the game clock. They go into the low block. Puts up the jumper. The missed shot. Pushes it up. He unloads a three. And yet another missed field goal attempt, Dick.
These guys have been rock bottom. Their confidence at the moment couldn't be any lower.
Executes the baby hook.
I'll tell you, great shot. I don't understand why it's not utilized more often. It's so impossible to block that shot. Look at that spacing.
He shoots from the deep corner, plus the jumper. 6 minutes left on the game clock.
Excellent spacing. That's so important to a good offensive set. It's even more important to have talented guards like they have.
Yeah, that helps.
Tempo of the game really important here. You want to establish some good tempo.
With the fadeaway jumper, look at that follow through.
You talk about versatility. There aren't many guys that are going to make that fadeaway jump shot. Great touch, impossible to block that shot. Up and inside.
From three-point range. Jumper won't go. On the outside. Tries for two. It sticks. Out on the left wing. Goes up for two. Off the glass and no good. Buries it home. Number 42 with the ball. For the bucket. Off the glass and no good. Looking to move it around the perimeter. Number 25 has been negatively influenced by his play and the events which have unfolded here.
Hey, well, offensively, he's probably not feeling it. Defensively, he's been a step behind. He's going to have to turn things around.
Off the mark. When you've got a score like this, it really makes this rivalry game a lot more interesting, Dick.
You know, Brad, I think we expected this. You have two teams that don't want to lose, especially to each other. Both teams came out prepared here in the first half. Pressure that basketball.
They work the perimeter. The crowd begins to chant.
Who says there's no such thing as a home court advantage?
He doesn't get the hoop. On the left side. Now trying to feed the low block for two. Off the glass and no good. They're just having a devil of a time getting good looks at the hole.
That's right, Brad. I haven't seen a whole lot of plays carried out and executed the way they should be.
And a momentary look from three-point land with the block. Cross court. He shoots from the corner. Can't connect. They work it around the perimeter. He tries the three. Scores it.
Trying to get that ball movement, get that good spacing.
Tries for two. Drains it. The Musketeers did a great job of going through the high post on that play.
Anytime you get a player in a high post, you put pressure on the defense, and that can lead to big breaks over the course of the game.
Goes up for two. He buries the shot.
15 to 17 feet apart.
Colonials have been getting it done with a number of players here, Dick.
When you have guys that want to win, you're going to get different players stepping up in different ways. When it's about the W, individual numbers aren't important.
Ball coming in from the sideline. And now getting set up here in a 4-round one.
Well, you know, the key, as you said, Brad, is motion. You have to have good movement on the perimeter to set up the guy on the inside, and everything's keyed about the entry to the post player. When he gets the ball, you can run backdoor cuts, you can run screens, you can run back screens, you can do a lot of things on the perimeter, get open layups off the key, getting the ball to the big guy on the interior.
Another great sophomore right here, Dick.
He may be young, but if he's on the floor for this team, you know he's willing and able to contribute any way he can. Makes those free throws count. Wants to go back on that campus as BMOC. Big man on campus, baby.
For the bucket, off the glass and no good. Zone offense now.
I'll tell you, nothing like having those legs, man, where you bounce right off the floor.
One minute left to go. Now they work it around the perimeter. For two. That's good. This guy really known as a player who can get to the basket, Dick.
I'll tell you, Brad, he's really good at attacking the basket. He's got various moves which really allow him to get to the rim. If he can develop a touch from the outside, he'll be a handful for the opposition. Hey, when are these guys going to be able to make a shot?
And the intensity is definitely starting to grow with this crowd right now, Dick.
Hey, this is definitely one of the toughest places to play and get a win. The team, the crowd, the noise, this place has all the ingredients to make the visiting team's day a long one.
On the dribble, gives it up. Launches away. And come up short. He shoots from outside. Nope. At the end of the first half, the Musketeers are trailing by 2. Xavier seemed to have just unraveled from the field there.
What a terrible shooting display out there. I mean, it was horrible. Everything about their offense was terrible, if you ask me.
And while we get a moment here, let's take a look at the keys for each of these teams today.
I've been really impressed with just how hard both teams are playing. These numbers show you how they've been performing.
Number 32 subs back in.
Hey, that little breather may just have been what the doctor ordered. Is that how they say it, that saying, Brad?
Let's go courtside for a comment regarding this rivalry. Aaron?
Well, you got to have momentum coming out of halftime. Both coaches stressed this to their respective teams. The first few possessions will be very important and will set the tone. This game is far from over, Brad.
Aaron Andrews, our sideline correspondent. All of you know that with an additional insight there. Number 55 with the foul. First team foul. Oh, it looked like he had an easy basket coming up, but the defense commits a foul instead.
Great play there, Brad. He was able to foul him in order to prevent the easy basket. Hey, a player's senior year is such an emotional one. The key is to stay focused and not get caught up in being in your last year of collegiate basketball. If you focus on the right things, win or lose, it'll be a memorable experience.
Fall. And the jam. That's a momentum buster.
He's here to fight, baby.
The Musketeers move into their zone motion offense.
Well, the key to zone motion offense is you got to get good ball movement. If you get good ball movement to get the zone to really slide and use the skip pass to make it tough for that zone to adjust.
Goes up. Off the mark. There's a high percentage shot.
Wow, what hops, baby, what hops.
Let's see if they can get a good shot this trip. They work it around the perimeter. And to shoot. Missed the jumper. Number 12 gets the pass. Looking for a good shot. Tries for two. Scorches the net. Both teams looking to get things going here. Around 8 minutes remaining. Way out on top. Controlling the ball. Puts it up. He couldn't get it to fall. The shooting guard handles the feed. Goes up for two. He hits it. Out on the wing. He tries the jumper. Missed it. For the bucket. It's no good. The Colonials are on the run. About 7 minutes remaining on the game clock. And he goes with a spin.
I'll tell you, field the defensive player on your hip, going one way, and you spin back the other way.
They'll work it around the arc. That one's blocked from behind.
Great rotation by the D. I love it.
Gave it up. Tries for two. He seems determined to take the tough shot.
But they're not falling, and the offense is being totally taken out of sync.
Moving it around the perimeter. About 6 minutes remaining. With the big shot.
Jumper didn't look pretty, I can tell you that. That baby was ugly.
The power forward with the ball. On the outside. That's why I love this game, Dick, for that reason alone.
My goodness, it's chaotic in here.
Out on the wing. They look to get it to the inside. He pulls up with a jumper. The missed shot. Number 55 gets the ball. Goes up for two. He drains the bucket. Great job of occupying the high post, which ultimately leads to a scoring opportunity.
They got the ball into the high post, and the defense couldn't react on time, Brad.
With a fadeaway jumper. Look at that follow through. Jumper won't go. Let's go courtside. What do you got for us, Aaron?
Well, guys, it's obvious the coaching staff wants the team to slow it down. The tempo is definitely not where they want it. The players have been instructed to run the shot clock offensively and force the opposition to play defense for extended periods of time.
Our trusty sideline reporter, Aaron Andrews, keeping everyone on their toes there on the sideline. Down inside. He attempts the jump shot. They're having a real tough time hitting from the floor.
Well, you know they're not concentrating, Brad. They've got to lock down on the rim and shoot the ball with confidence.
All right, let's go courtside to Aaron Andrews regarding the rivalry between these two teams. Aaron, I got to think you can feel the intensity more than anybody right now because you're not stuck over here where Dick and I are. But this is a great second half.
Just as expected, rivals refuse to back down from each other, and it's obvious here today. Bragging rights are definitely on the line tonight, guys.
Thanks, Aaron. On the left side. He shoots the jumper. No luck finding the basket the last few trips down court, Dick.
What they need are some easy layups or a couple of nice putbacks.
Dumps it in for the bucket. He nails the bucket. The Musketeers are going to move away from their preferred style of play and look at playing a bit more in the half court here, Dick. They've got a lead to protect.
Hey, knowing when to settle down in the half court is very important. When you have the lead and the clock is winding down, the offensive goal should be to have longer possessions.
Loose ball, great play. Strips the ball. Isolated on the outside, they're working around the arc, looking for the open jumper for two with the layup. The defense is just getting caught out of position on those backdoor cuts, Dick.
That was a great cut and feed, Brad. A perfectly timed read.
Coach calls a timeout. We'll be back with more in a moment. The timeout, we're all set to pick things up. Gets the feed down low. Now the turnaround jumper.
I tell you, what a nice turnaround jump shot. Soft as velvet, fading away, impossible to block.
Working it around the perimeter. For the bucket. Off the glass and no good. About 2 minutes remaining. Top of the circle, they work it around the perimeter. For the deuce. It won't fall. Looking for a good shot. For two. He misses it. Challenging like that really makes the offense think twice about putting the shot up.
It's really almost as good as a block. Look at that spacing.
Tries for two. Dick, he's just taking too many bad shots.
And I don't think he's done yet, Brad.
Out on the wing. Swatted away. He just threw it out of bounds. Boy, assist to turnover ratios are big, and that's a big turnover.
I'll tell you, they're turning the ball over too often. You can't win when you do that.
One minute left on the game clock.
Excellent spacing. That's so important to a good offensive set. It's even more important to have talented guards like they have.
Yeah, that helps. Goes up for two.
They really need a score here to have a chance.
Coach calls a timeout. We'll be back with more in a moment. Timeout on the floor. Aaron Andrews, what do you got for us here?
With limited time remaining, it's very important that the players have a clear understanding of what the coach wants them to do when they return to the floor. They'll have to be on the same page, or else it could cost them the game.
Timeouts are a great opportunity for coaches to organize their team and talk some strategy. But what types of things do you think they're discussing over there?
It's tough to say, but I can guarantee that the coaches want their respective teams to be on the same page. Once the timeout is over, nothing is worse than being disorganized or turning the ball over immediately following a timeout.
We get ready to bounce back into action here. Tries for two.
Don't waste a lot of time. Foul right away.
Shot clock is dead. Well, it's time to start fouling. They got to stop the clock, Dick. It's a 4-point game.
This one could go either way. Don't give up your seat.
Foul, and that stops the clock again. And the clock stopped with a foul.
We've got ourselves a dandy here, folks.
The lead has been trimmed to 4. And he's charged with his last foul.
They come too quick sometimes.
Foul, and that stops the clock again. Here's another solid junior, Nick.
Knowing there are guys on your team who know what you want and know what it takes to be successful is a big bonus.
He makes the front end of the 1-and-1. Makes the foul shot. Do you think they switch things around here for the moment, Dick?
I don't think so, but we'll wait and see, Brad.
6 points separating these two squads.
This is no time to get complacent, Brad.
For the bucket. Comes up empty. The Musketeers, they get it inside and a chance for a 3-point play as they score. Number 42 steps to the line for the first time. He missed it. Foul, and that stops the clock again. He has one and the bonus. Makes the front end of the 1-and-1. problems so far at the free throw line tonight, Dick.
Well, they're making the most of the free ones.
I look for something different here coming out of this timeout, Dick.
I wouldn't doubt it, Brad.
Offensively, they get into their zone motion.
Up and inside.
Number 25 is called for the foul. Third team foul. Well, Dick, here's a player in just his freshman year.
I tell you what, an exciting time in a young man's life. It's that student-athlete experience really preparing him for the rest of his life.
Makes the second shot. And the clock stopped with a foul. He goes to the line for the first time. He misses it. Dick, I don't think the fire of this rivalry is going to go out after what we saw tonight.
I think this will go on and on. This is one of the great rivalries in all of college basketball.
Xavier was given all they could handle tonight.
They came in the favorites, and they did not disappoint.
That's going to do it for us, folks. Thanks for being along. For Dick Vitale and Aaron Andrews, I'm Brad Nessler.